my name is Amber, and my speech is going to be over the nervous system. And the purpose of this speech is to inform my public speaking class about the nervous system. So the central idea is that we all have a nervous system, and a lot of people really don't know much about it, which is kind of surprising to me because we've all taken so many years of science throughout elementary school and high school and college. And one cool thing is that there's nearly 46 million nerves in the adult human body. And we have all taken the science classes, and nobody really knows much about the brain. I've taken a lot of college science classes, and that's part of my major, is to do some sort of science, hopefully. And also, I'd like to tell you guys about the nervous system. So the main points is that I'm going to tell you guys about the brain and how it works with the rest of the body, and the functions of some of the structures in the nervous system, and how the nervous system performs daily tasks without you knowing. Now we can get started with how the brain associates with the other body systems. Both the brain and the spinal cord are protected by bone. The spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae, and the brain is just protected by the skull, which is just actually 5 big bones. But here is the nervous system. There's the brain, and then the spinal cord, and then the nerves coming off of the spinal cord. And here are like the major nerves in the body. There's the brachial ones, the radial median nerve, hypogastric, then there's the overture ulnar, the common pectoral, and then superficial, and then there's the brain, the cerebellum, and then here's the spinal cord, and then the intercostal nerves are the ones that are connected to the ribs. And then the subcostal are the ones that are like the floating ribs connected to those nerves. Then there's the lumbar plexus, which is in the lumbar region of the spine. Then there's the sacral plexus, which is the sacral part of the spine. And then the femoral nerves, which goes down into the leg connecting to the femoral bone. And then there's the sciatic nerve, which is actually like one of the most common nerves because everyone has like sciatica, that's really common. And then the muscular branches, which are connected mostly to the femoral bone and the leg. Yeah, the femoral nerve. And then the saphenous nerve, which is like on the inside of your thigh. And then the tibial nerve, which is connected to the tibia and the leg. And the brain sends messages back telling the muscles in your hand to pull away. Like that's one of the main functions of the nerves, is to send messages like pain messages and all sorts of messages like all throughout your body. And they're all sent throughout the nerves. So like whenever you do burn your hand, the nerve will be like, it'll send a message through the nerves to your brain, and then you'll feel the pain, kind of. So the nervous system also regulates the speed at which food moves through the digestive tract. So now let's talk about the functions of some of the structures in the brain. So the brain basically controls the entire body. Like it said, it sends the messages to the rest of the body, and it tells you about the pain thing. Then the spinal cord, it also sends messages, but the brain like kind of processes the messages, and the nerves send signals to other part of the body. So the nerves, whenever it sends messages, so there's like 3 kinds of messages that it sends. It sends pain messages, and then kind of like nerves, and then to the structures. And then, I don't know if you guys have ever wondered this, but how your body does all these tasks without you knowing. Like, for example, it sends messages to nerves and structures. Like, I don't know, but I never do that. And then also how the nervous system performs daily tasks without you knowing. The nervous system sends messages all over the body. The 12 cranial nerves helps with some of the senses in the body. And here is the 12 cranial nerves. There's the olfactory, and then the optic, which is for sight, and then the oculomotor, and then the trochlear, abducent, trigeminal, facial, auditory for hearing, glossopharyngeal, the vagus, the hypoglossal, and the accessory nerve. And those are the 12 cranial nerves. They all have something to do with functions of the body, like hearing, seeing, and all of those. All the nerves are involuntary along with the types of structures in the brain and the spinal cord. Now we can go over everything that we learned today about the nervous system. Basically, it works with the other systems and functions of some of the structures in the brain, know how the body works without you knowing. And I really hope that you guys now know more about the nervous system and the structures. So maybe next time you burn yourself, you can thank the nerves for sending a message to your brain to make you feel the pain through the messages.